What's going on, guys? Arrow here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the possibility of a big Nintendo reveal to happen tomorrow. Now if you guys don't know, tomorrow is going to be the Game Awards, and the Game Awards have been happening for the past few years where they always honor some of the video games that have come out throughout that year by giving some of the awards. And while I don't really care that much about the awards, really the main reason that people watch for are the announcements and reveals, because a lot of times companies show up and have some cool announcements and game reveals because they know pretty much the entire video game industry is going to be tuning in and watching this event, so it's a really good time to have some good reveals and announcements. And so Nintendo definitely has a history with the Game Awards as well. There's been some pretty good Nintendo announcements that have happened, so I kind of want to speculate with you guys about the possibility of anything happening tomorrow and what we could possibly get. But before we get started, I do want to let you guys know that I am having a special giveaway for the holidays where I'm going to be giving away a digital download code for any Nintendo Switch game. And if you do want to have a chance to win that, then all you got to do is click the link in the description. I'll also make it the pinned comment of this video. Just head over to my Twitter, retweet the tweet, follow me, and then reply which game you want. And you can choose any Nintendo Switch game that you would like. So if there's a Nintendo Switch game that you haven't gotten the chance to play, like Breath of the Wild, or Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you can definitely reply with that and have a chance to win. But in this video, I want to take a trip down memory lane and kind of just go through all of the Nintendo announcements that have happened at the Game Awards, and then at the end I want to speculate about what we could possibly expect tomorrow if Nintendo is going to show up with something. Alright, so the very first Game Awards actually happened in 2014, and the big Nintendo reveal that happened there was we actually got to see a good amount of gameplay for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And of course this was a long time ago, before Breath of the Wild was even titled, so we were still calling it Zelda U or Zelda Wii U at this point. We didn't even have a title for it, and I remember it was like a special video that they showed where it was Mr. Miyamoto and Mr. Eiji Aonuma. They were playing through like a very early version of Breath of the Wild. I think GameXplain did like a video where they showed like these areas are not even possible to get to now in like the final version of the game, but it was just a really basic version of Breath of the Wild, and we got to kind of see how it was going to be like with exploring and riding and stuff. And so it was a pretty cool video just to see how the new Zelda game was going to turn out to be like. Now in the next Game Awards after that in 2015, there really wasn't any big Nintendo announcement, and the only reason for that was because 2015 was unfortunately the year that Nintendo lost its president, Mr. Satoru Iwata, and so it really didn't make sense to have like a big hype reveal during that time. So instead, we had like a special speech that happened where Reggie came on stage and talked about how Mr. Iwata was such an important person in the video game industry and how he was his friend, so it made sense how that year we didn't really have any crazy announcements. Moving into 2016, the big reveal that happened from Nintendo at the Game Awards was once again about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They actually showed some more gameplay, but now the game was definitely much further along in development. We even knew that it was going to be called Breath of the Wild, and even at the end when they showed like the trailer and everything, it was kind of cool because they showed two logos with the Wii U and the Nintendo Switch, because this was the time when the NX was finally revealed and it was known as the Switch. So it was just nice to see, but we got more footage of Breath of the Wild, and they kind of showed how some of the battles were like with some of the members at the treehouse. Moving into 2017, of course this was the year that the Nintendo Switch came out, so we already had a really good lineup, but at the Game Awards, Reggie came on stage and showed that Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 1 were in fact going to be ported onto the Nintendo Switch and were going to be available in very early 2018, but then even after that there was a special announcement that showcased Bayonetta 3 and the fact that it is going to be exclusively coming to the Nintendo Switch and that Bayonetta 3 is in development. Now 2018 from Nintendo at the Game Awards was definitely my favorite reveal that they've done up to date, and that was the fact that they revealed Joker coming into Super Smash Bros. As a DLC character, and just the way that they did this entire reveal was so good. It was like Jeff Keighley was talking there, he was like, alright, let's move on to the next thing, we got our Game of the Year announcement, and then all of a sudden the entire stage went black and we were like, wait, what's going on? And then we started seeing Persona stuff and we were like, oh okay, Persona, and then some people were like, okay, Persona 5 on Switch, that's what's gonna happen, that's really cool. But then it started going to like this envelope, and then all of a sudden we saw it flipped over and there was a Smash logo. It was just really done. Like a lot of people were flipping out. I mean, I was streaming it with some of my friends. It was just a really good time. So that was definitely one of the best reveals that Nintendo did at the Game Awards. And then last year in 2019, while there really wasn't any big like first party announcement from Nintendo, we did get the reveal that Bravely Default 2 was in fact going to be coming onto the Nintendo Switch as an exclusive title, and of course that's pretty cool too because it's a full-on sequel to Bravely Default, so the people who were fans of that game did get a cool reveal. But yeah, that's pretty much the history that Nintendo has had with the Game Awards. Of course, some years have definitely had much more exciting announcements like Joker inside of Smash Bros. Compared to like what we got last year, which was just a small announcement for Bravely Default 2. So it's really up in the air for what type of announcement Nintendo could do. Sometimes we could get something really big, sometimes it could be something small. So it really comes down to thinking what we could possibly get tomorrow when Nintendo is going to show up at the Game Awards. Alright, so in terms of predicting and speculating what Nintendo could do in terms of the Game Awards reveal tomorrow, we're going to go from like the most exciting type of reveal that they could have down to like the most boring thing that they could do. So the absolute peak, most exciting reveal that Nintendo could have at the Game Awards that will 99% not happen is they reveal a huge game that they have not already announced yet. So basically like a brand new game that nobody knows about that would get a ton of people excited, revealed at the Game Awards for the first time. That's like one of the best reveals that they could have, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm talking about like if they revealed like Super Mario Odyssey 2 or Super Mario Galaxy 3 or Mario Kart 9 or something like that. Like any reveal like that would probably be one of the best reveals that they could have at the Game Awards, but it just doesn't seem like that's something they would do. It really seems like they kind of like to have those types of reveals in their own Nintendo Directs. Now the next thing lower than that but still very exciting in terms of hype would be if they gave us some new information on any of the games that we haven't heard about in a really long time. So I'm talking about like something like with Bayonetta 3. Like we actually have not seen anything with Bayonetta 3 since it was first announced at the Game Awards 3 years ago. So maybe we could finally get like a brand new teaser or just a new trailer or some footage of it. If they decided to show that tomorrow at the Game Awards, that would definitely be a very exciting reveal. Same thing with like Breath of the Wild 2. We know that Breath of the Wild 2 is in development, and when they revealed Age of Calamity a few months ago, they did say that they needed some more time to make sure that it's a really good game. But it would be nice if even for like 1 minute we just got to see some new footage of something new from Breath of the Wild 2. That would just be awesome and would get so many people talking about it. They could literally show a new picture of Zelda's booty and everybody will be talking about it for the next 4 months. So they could do one of those types of reveals where we just get some new information about the games. Now the next thing just slightly lower than that would be if we got the reveal for the next Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC fighter, just like they did with Joker in 2018. If it's another character that would get a lot of people excited and talking about it, that would be an amazing reveal to have at the Game Awards tomorrow. But if you guys want my opinion, I think that we're kind of done with Smash Bros. In terms of like 2020. I think we're done with all the new content. I don't think that they're going to show any new characters until next year. And then really towards the bottom of these reveals here, the next thing that they could show that would be kind of exciting but not really super hype would be if we got some ports that are coming to the Nintendo Switch. I don't really know exactly what, but if we got some ports of like some third-party games, that would get some people excited. Like if we got like a Kingdom Hearts game port onto the Nintendo Switch or something like that, of course that would get a lot of people excited, but it isn't like a crazy big new reveal, if you know what I mean. So that's obviously there. And then of course Nintendo could just not have anything, and that would really be bad too, like just a year where they just show up with no announcements. And that could very well happen too. I mean, this year Nintendo has definitely been really weird. We haven't gotten any Nintendo Directs in terms of like mainline Directs or anything like that. So maybe Nintendo could just be done with content in 2020 and we're just not going to see anything from Nintendo and have no reveals. Like that's obviously an option as well. So I guess we're really just going to have to see what goes down tomorrow. But yeah, there you go guys, those are my predictions on what we could possibly expect from Nintendo tomorrow at the Game Awards if they do have a reveal. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to click that like button and also comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this. How do you guys think that Nintendo is going to do tomorrow? Do you think that they're going to have some type of reveal? Do you think it's going to be exciting? What are your predictions? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Nintendo content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at ActualArrow so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros. And Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And remember to enter my giveaway if you do want to have a chance to win any Nintendo Switch game. All you got to do is click the link in the description or the pinned comment. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.